Dear all, in this video, I will explain a single page which has having viewing your table content. It allows us to edit the records, updating records, or deleting records. A single page with all record operations: view, edit, update, and delete. So we already discussed in this class. Table content can be displayed as a table with the two extra columns, edit and delete. When the user click on the edit button, it will be changed to what? Date. And the fields in that corresponding record, every row will have the edit and delete button. So we are clicking the corresponding row's edit button. The corresponding row will get editable when the button will be changed to update. So once the user update the values, the user click on the update button, it will be updated on this. So like that, a single page, you can do the edit, update and delete on each and every rows. Okay, so that we will discuss. I can take any table for this demonstration: account table or view table, account table or branch table or customer table. Okay, I will explain for the customer table. Okay, the customer content is customer ID, name, address, and all. So these three are the editable. Okay, along with the four rows, four columns, we have to add column for edit and delete. So in the code, just what I can add in the link update customer, along with you can add what view, delete, edit, and delete dot php. So with this name, I need to create a file view, edit, delete dot php. So this is the so this file just what is a HTML. So this is a view edit delete PHP. Just what type this default PHP code. While this page is getting loaded, it should display the content of the customer table. So just to what create a PHP extension here, include what is this header dot PHP. And this we need to obtain that customer details. So include dbconfig PHP SQL equal to select star from customer. All these records will be received here by executing the command result equal to MySQL underscore I underscore query. Now dollar db comma dollar SQL. So the result is it is having, so we need to start fetching the rows one by one. Why? So instead the first dollar count equal to -q I underscore num rows. So $res. So we can just do a test up to this echo dollars count. It is printing. So we will test this while loading this printing this array. So this is the content. View of count, update custody. So two records, it is found. So that's correct. So now I can create a for loop, or I can use the while loop while rows dollar rows, which is equal to MySQL I underscore fetch array of dollar res. If it is true, look after this. If it is true, I need to what? Display the content. So you can finish this here. I can open again. Sorry, okay. In between I have to add the code. Before that the count equal to 0, if dollar count equal to 0, then I can return echo script alert no record found. We can complete this. Subscribe. Another ends. I have to add this. Finish this. Okay. Within the while loop, I have to add that division. DIE. So we can copy from somewhere. So we count on the update. We can copy from view account. This is view account correct. So here we can copy this one from here to here. Delete. Okay. So this is what form ID. Here view account form. View customer. Okay. Here table you have to create. Then we have to create a table data, and we have to create copy one from the customer details. We have update customer. So here this one we can copy customer ID. Okay. So here actually what we cannot we should not do like this. Let's display displaying separately. We have to display in a grid view. So the grid view we have done the view of home page. You see the grid view here. So this is the template. Okay, so you can copy this from the customers. So I have to create division body is a view body, and this one I have to copy as it is. We can copy from here to take this one. Okay, so this we can simply copy to here. Yes, this will be fine, correct? Otherwise, I have to start view body 100% and everything. These things we need to change, but we can change it. Row fetch array from the table. So this should not be there. Okay, after printing type, you only had two. So this proving not. Now, yes, else everything that else we are creating that view body, customer details, that heading you just choose customer ID name is correct. Then you need to choose this customer address and contact number. Address and contact number. And then we need to use this edit and delete. Edit or update. Another column is edit and delete. So delete. These are the heading. Before that, the serial number. This is the heading. Okay, for the body, we need to use this table inside. Label table we have used research row. It's fine. So row of customer address. You see the heading here, customer address and contact. Okay, that's all. Four things are alone is important. Say address, say number, and then privilege. So no privilege is that, so you can remove it. So we received a one row, and this one row will be what added here. And here it will be added as what? Edit or delete. So this need to be a link. AHRBF. Okay. And this need to be put inside the form. Form need to be what? Submitted. So I can put entire things inside what? A form. Form. So I can copy the form from my account. Form header. This is what I think that form is entered. Yeah, okay. This is view, edit, delete. Form. This will be action. Okay. So the action is what empty. And here I have to give add. Okay. After the value equal to edit. then name equal to edit link. Okay. So this PHP particularly this things are not here. This is what delete link. If this href is not given, it will be displayed as a normal text. And then you complete. Okay. First it is getting displayed or not, you will check. 17th line. You check this while in that else part. So else part. This is unnecessary. So what is getting not displayed? Contact a number, it is not getting displayed. So what mistake we have done here? See address and contact number. So first one is the ID. Okay, so that we need to what to display. One is a serial number. Okay. So here I need to use a serial number before what to start while loop. Data row number equal to 1. So that we need to what to display. Okay, in this alone I have to change it. Row number need to be what change it there. We can implement the row. So that will be changed after display this. And I need to include this style sheet link. So that's okay, we are getting this one. And each row I need to display the edit and delete also. So the value not to be given for this one only. Have to give up edit and actually similarly for this delete. Actually, okay. So now you can check it. That's it. Delete. Nothing will happen. You see that link it is showing that hash. Okay. Or okay. See here, just we have displayed these things. You click on this row need to be displayed in some different format. It means that this place in the 3 places I need to just display the text box instead of display the content through what echo. Here what displayed the content through what echo, that need to be what changed. In that place I have to place a text box. That need to be done when we click on the edit button. So when we click on the edit button, I wanted to what perform. I have to submit that. So submission need to be done through now what this hyperlink, not through the button. Okay. To submit a form through the link, actually we need to do one click. Okay, equal to, I have to write the script like what, a document dot get element by ID, and that form name I have to use. Now form name is what? View edit delete form. That need to be what? Submitted. Dot submitted. Okay, that we have to work. Correct. It will be what? Submitted. So now in the beginning I can check that the form is receiving something or not. Okay. So what if dollar underscore request underscore of dollar server of requesting that equal to post equal SSS something like type. Okay, so what when I click this, whether what it is getting success. Okay, okay, so it is getting what? Submitted. Okay, now it is getting what displayed, and now I have to what? Receive this input customer ID. No, edit button is clicked. I need to what? Change it. Okay, how to identify that? So the form is what getting submitted. Suppose similarly what if you are adding the same dot submit. Okay, here the same form is getting submitted for the two different hyperlink. Okay, date customer, this one is update. This is second link. First we will change it. Header, the header, this is I need to change edit, view edit and delete customer. So this is a details. So change it. So here if I click this one, okay, so there are two buttons. This button, if I click, the same. If I click this button, the same refreshment is happening. Okay, so I need a somewhat differentiation, that is whether we clicked this one or this one, like that. Okay, if it is a submit button, two different submit button means by referring the name we can easily identify this button is clicked and this button is clicked. So in the PHP code inside that you will what check like what is set of what uh, post of the button name you will use, whether this button or this button. But here we have submitted the form through what hyperlink. So I need some identification which button is getting clicked. Correct. So the better idea for this one is, so one method, just to what use that action name. Okay, for that you define one field which is another input in the same form. This is the form, correct? You add a dummy input. Okay, uh, input type is what? Hidden. No need to what? Visible in the page. And then id is equal to what? Action. and name equal to action. Just to fill it, and value equal to empty. Now value equal to empty, that is not necessary. So the thing is what, the action is an input, that is also what will send us the input when click on this one. So while submitting this form, okay, along with what this input, okay, so what I need to pass means whether the action, which action, that is whether you click the delete button or edit button, that we have to identify, correct? So before what submitting this form, before executing this submit, I need to what, update this what is it, action. So id is action, so I can refer it. So document dot get element by id, okay, action dot value equal to, I can use what, this edit delete, okay, and semicolon, I can submit it. So two statements I have to what, execute, okay. So value equal to delete, single quote I can use delete, okay, then this one. So that while submitting, clicking on the delete, okay, the action is what getting filled. Similarly, what I need to fill this before this one, before submitting the form, okay. So why I'm using single quote, outer side we used a double quote, so inner we have to use a single quote. Outer side if you are using single quote, inner you have to use a double quote, okay. So now you check whether it is received echo, okay, dollar underscore post of action, okay. So action is the input, we work on delete. So if I click this one, delete, if I click this one, delete. So the meaning is we have not changed the name here, element id equal to, now this, if edit is clicked, use the edit, see that. If I click this one, edit button, if I click this one, edit button, if I click this one, delete button. So we identified the button. The next complexity here is when I click this button, I need this customer ID. When I click this button, I need this customer ID. When I click this button, I need the customer ID is what, 1000. Okay. So the corresponding rows customer ID I need to receive here. How to do that? Okay. So that is the next complexity. Okay. So for doing that one, you can use what, one more variable, hidden variable. Okay. I need only the customer ID. So use this CID, okay, and name also what, CID. Be clear, ID is used in this JavaScript code. Name is used in the PHP code, okay. So CID. So action is getting filled there, okay. How to what, fill what? Before that, one edit, okay, add, instead of action CID need to be filled with what, the corresponding customer ID. The corresponding customer ID displayed, na, that ID you have to use. So I will copy this, okay, echo this one, okay, that need to be placed inside what, this one, okay. Instead of that edit, I need to display this one, correct. So now what we have received, the CID is also what we have received, okay. You ensure check this one, echo post as well as what, echo CID. So just check this one, edit. So 1000 is also what getting received, but delete will not receive. On this edit, when I click this one, we received 1001. So another complexity also what solved. So we are receiving that ID, because by referring that only we need to what display the corresponding row in the editable format, or the row need to be deleted based on the command. Okay, so this is the way to what receive this. So I have to do the same thing on this submit also. So instead of doing these things, okay, I can call a function here. So do submit, return do submit of. I can call this function, okay, and these things you can return in a script. Up to what this submission you can delete. Control X saved. Okay, so what I just what called a function. So just to go to that beginning, write the script before this. Okay, script, and then function do submit. Then you copy this code, semicolon, line by line you can do it. This edit and this one, okay, and return true. Okay, and then you can slash script. Okay, so now the thing is what I need a two input for this function. One is what action to be was stored. So action. Second one is what the value customer ID. Okay, action comma what CID that I need. So CID can be what assigned like this CID. Okay, and instead of this one, action can be assigned here. Okay, so these two input how to receive this, that we have to what pass here. Okay, come to this function. The first one is what the C action you can pass single quote edit. Okay, comma second one is that CID that we have to pass, copy this and then paste it. Okay, so that this will be what passed. It's a single quote here and what single quote. Okay, will be passed. So that now add account and ID, and when I click on that edit, correct, we achieve the same thing. Okay, so now this can also be changed as what a single function do return some. Copy this and on click event you write this one. Now we can use what to input. This input is what delete, and ID will be the same CID that we have to what pass. So that edit and delete means delete 1000 we received, edit 1001, edit 1000, delete 1000, delete 1000. So all were correct. So we received the required command and what the required ID. Okay. So come to this one now. Instead of printing this, assign that into the dollar action. Okay. Before start what a dollar action equal to dollar CID equal to what empty. So now this you can assign equal to what post dollar CID equal to post of CID. So now I need to check the action is the editor. Okay, this action and what this CID. Okay, so while displaying, okay, here I need to what add one condition, that is whether this need to be displayed in the editable format or not, that we have to what display. Okay, so for these things no need to what worry about it. Let's see, name, address and those things are we no need to what worry about it. Okay, so I need to check this customer ID is actually what the row of customer ID, correct? So that is matches with what this CIE, the like that we have to what check. Okay. Also, what if it is an editable means I have to what check this. So one thing we need to do either what this this CID we have to use a different name, or we need to use the directive or the row in place of what this one CID or something. Okay, so what I can use a different name here, input CID. Okay, so input CID, so which is matches with what the CID, correct? So that we can check it here. So if okay, dollar CID, that is what the corresponding row CID matches with what the input CID, dollar input CID. Okay, so now if it is not equal to means I can display as it is. Okay, not equal to this one means I can display as it is. Otherwise that is what else. Okay, it means that if it is equal to, I need to repeat the same. Okay, so that I need PHP this one. So inside that I need to copy the same. So this is things. Okay, I have to do the same thing and the TR also. Okay, so which row we need to add means the editable row. So these things need to be what changed into what editable, name, address and number. So for this I will copy this from what date customer, update customer. Okay, so edit name, address, number. So name, address, number. So three rows we can copy. So no need to type. Okay, so that I can use it in view edit delete. Okay, in place of this one I can copy this. Okay, so after this this one. Okay, okay, but it should not be displayed as what T or only what a TD. So only these things we can delete, only these things. Okay, so in place of, so this classes and all is not needed, only what is TDS alone, because inside the T body only we have used this. Okay, so only I need to echo the name, address and what number as a value, C number as a value, and edit need to be changed to what update link. and here it need to be changed to what update, and the link which link name need to be changed to what update. So three kinds of the link we have used: update, edit, and then what edit. So this will be identified during what submission of the form. Okay, we'll just this one whether it is display. Okay, 89 unexpected error. Okay, this is not getting closed else part because we opened yeah, if statement here and the else part here, and this is getting closed. Okay, and this while loop is getting closed here. And this if statement is getting closed here else. So this is a PHP code that we need to finish this like okay, and then we have to start just type this tr2 up to this tr. Okay, then I need to complete. I have to open the PHP again. Start PHP. Okay, it is testing display. Input CID is undefined variable in the 69. Okay, input CID we have defined. So input CID is what defined now. Okay, so this testing. So now edit means it need to be what editable, correct? Now it is changing to update. Okay, this is getting editable. This is getting editable. Okay, update. Why it is displaying this? Okay. So now I have to identify. We need to identify uh, here. So what address and delete link, update link, and here delete link and edit link. Okay. Edit link is what solved only now what update link. So I have to check if somebody clicked on the update link. So if dollar action equal to update. So if it is an update, I need to do something here. Similarly, what else if it is a dollar action equal to delete. So two action I have to work perform. So simply edit and update. So update you can copy from this update customer. Okay. So update customer here. What is the code script we have written? You can copy it. Same thing. MySQL query update. Just copy this and here you can paste it. this one is this. So we can use the CID itself. Okay, not CID1. The same thing. Just to see that a view form is submitting when we click on that update. Okay, when we click on this update, okay, the form will be what submitted. What is the input? Only the three input is getting for faster: C name, C address, and C number. And what about the CID? No question. CID is not available. It will not be a input again, but it is getting filled through this function. So CID is also what filled through what this function, corresponding function. So CID, C number, C address, and C name. The four values are received here. Just check this. ID, name, address, and number. So four input will be received. Then the customer name, address equal to what this CID. As usual, you can watch on it. Okay, so this is fine. This code. Okay, so check the edit. So now I change to what address 3 and update. Success. Edit. So this is changed to what update. Correct. So I need to reset once update is clicked. The input CID we have to what reset to what empty. So that only the update will be changed. So I can change here if it is success. So I have to reset dollar input CID equal to what empty. So that only after changing address 3 to address 2, it will be displayed like this. Okay, again it will be reloaded. So now what we have to do is uh, update we have done, then delete. For the delete only we need this EID alone. And what is the code I have to execute? The remaining things we have to copy this, okay, and paste it. Okay. Now we have to what delete from customer. Here you will get some error. You see that where the customer ID equal to what this CID. Okay, correct. So you can display this RES. Otherwise, what that error message? Okay, you see that delete. It's not getting what deleted. Okay, click on this. Even for this delete, it is getting what update, getting this one. Okay. So what you have to do is input CID. Have to make it as null. I need to check that action there also. While checking here, the action equal to what? Yeah, so if the action equal to not equal to edit, then only you can use this. Okay, so that you see edit, delete is now it is okay. Okay, so it is getting what deleted. Okay, customer. Something went wrong. So that corresponding action equal to what it did. So that should not be done here. Only we need to check this one. Proceed. But making the input a CID, how to what make it as empty. Okay. So whether we clicked this one update, okay. So it will be what changed to what this one like this. Action equal to what delete. Here also what I need to set the input CID equal to what empty. So if I click on the delete button, it should not happen, correct? I click on this delete button, should not get this one. So the reason is you check with what delete button, whether you pass the delete on this one. Okay, delete and update. And here also what on click do submit delete the CID and delete. Okay, this is correct. Delete link and then delete link. Yes, the entire mistake is due to what? The spell mistake. Delete. Okay. So many confusion due to this spell mistake. Okay. Now there will not be. So delete. So now this is the actual error what I told already. Click on this edit no issues. Okay. 7 update success get it. When we click on the delete, there is an error. The reason is the customer ID, the question, the customer ID is set as a foreign key in your account table. So without deleting an entry from that account table, you cannot delete the customer ID directly. So the deletion anomaly. So what we have to delete the record from the account table with this customer ID which you wanted to delete. Okay, then you are allowed to delete the customer. So it means that suppose if you want to delete this customer 1000, that corresponding 1000 in the account table there is an entry is there. Okay, customer ID is what 1000. So this entry is there now. So we need to remove this entry. Then only you are allowed to what delete the customer what 1000. Right? Because this customer ID is a foreign key in the account table. So in your code it will be easy. Okay, so what you have to do is it will not be the question will not be asked like this. Rarely what you may need to concentrate on this also. While deleting, suppose your record one of the field is a test what and the foreign key in any other table. From that table you need to delete it first. Okay, so that I can use delete from customer, that customer ID equal to now. So I can execute one more before that semicolon. Okay, what you need to do is delete from account. Okay, after that you delete from the customer. Now it is, I think, will be allowed. This one still delete from. So two lines you cannot execute through this code, so that you can do what? First execute this one account, and you copy. After that, what you delete this one. First execute this. After this execute this. So customer. So you will be what? You are allowed to delete success. Meanwhile, what if you see, look at the table, you cannot now see that the 1000 in that account. See that 1000 is getting deleted from account. The customer, it is deleted. Okay. So now perfectly we designed this one. Okay. Add account, view account, update customer, view, delete. So edit means we are allowed to what? Edit, and click on that update. Okay. So see the code here, very simple. Okay. We started designing from here. Load the table. Okay. So here by default what? It will be loaded with a name, edit, address and number, and edit link and delete link. So now the form is going to be submitted through what? The JavaScript code. The reason is what? The form need to be submitted for what? Different actions. So different actions, not a single action. So we have the three different actions. So we have to record the action, then you have to submit it. During that, we need to store the corresponding row ID, that is a employee customer ID also, before submitting the form. So two things we have to do before submitting. What is the action? What is the corresponding row? Customer ID. So that need to be stored through what these do submit. See that in the do submit, nothing will be there. Store the CID action, and then you submit the form by using this one. CID action are the hidden fields which are there in the form. So corresponding what action and CID will be stored. Okay, so when the form is getting reloaded, we have to check whether the action is update or the action is a delete. Like that we have to check. So the edit we need not check. The edit can directly we can check that input CID. The input CID is nothing but here we can receive that CID and what that action. Before that you can check the action is set and CID is set. That code also. Okay. So this type of what view, edit and delete can also be asked in the exam. Okay. Refer this one also. If you have a doubt, you can ask. Thank you.